Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to today's game, the South Bend, Washington Panthers against the Lake Central Indians. Today is the first game and the start of the new season for the Lake Central Indians. A lot of new faces in the starting lineup and going against a tough opponent with South Bend, Washington. As the Lake Central starting lineup comes out, starting at point guard is Yates. Starting shooting guard is Jerry Edwards. Small forward, Jaden Clayton. Power forward, Kyle Ross. And center, Jack Mahoney. I do not have a roster for the South Bend Washington Panthers, so I will just call them out by numbers. Tip off, Jack Mahoney and number 30 for the South Bend Washington Panthers. As they line up. Tip is won by the Lake Central Indians. Yates dribbling up the court. Yates dribbles around, screened by Ross. Yates pass around to Edwards, to Clayton. Pass to Ross. Ross with the up. No good, but Ross gets the layup. And that is a foul, and it is an and one for Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross taking control already on the boards today. One free throw for Ross. And that free throw is good. And it's a press by the Lake Central Indians going down. South Bend Washington Panthers seem to be a little caught up on it. Panthers with the shot, and the shot is good. Number 23 for the Panthers. It is a tie ball game, 3-3. Yates going up the court, passes it across to Jerry Edwards. Passes it back to Yates. Yates to Clayton. Clayton for three in the corner. Shot is good. This early press for Molastic in the Lake Central Indians. Stolen by Yates to Ross. Ross goes up with it, and it is good. Panthers are going up the court. Goes up with the floater. Floater is good. Yates gives it to Ross, who gives it back to Yates. Yates going down the court, gives it to Mahoney. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards dribbles around, gives it back to Yates. Yates with a three-pointer, and that shot is good. 11-5, Lake Central Indians. Foul on number 24, Kyle Ross. Number 24 for the Panthers dribbles up the court. Guarded by Kyle Ross. Passes it out to number 4. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Lake Central. Yates going up the court. Yates who gives it to Clayton. Clayton looking for someone. Gives it back to Yates, back to Clayton. Clayton with the three-pointer. Shot is good. Three-pointer by Jaden Clayton, his second in the game. Number 4 for the Panthers passes to 30. He's trapped by Yates and Edwards. Yates with the steal. Ball is out, and is out on the Indians. This press seems to be working for the Lake Central Indians. Number 24 for the Panthers dribbles up, passes to number 4. Jerry Edwards guarded number 24. Passes tipped, Clayton to Mahoney, to Kyle Ross, who takes it up. And it is a foul on number 24 for the Panthers. Or, my bad, it was not a foul. Seeming just out of bounds on Kyle Ross. Lake Central pressing hard. Number 24 gives it to 4. 4 dribbling up the court. 4 pushes Clayton. Clayton tips it. Gives it up to number 23. Yates with the rough defense. Yates back on him. Clayton on number 4. Number 4 dribbles up. Puts it up with the floater. Shot is no good. Rebounded by number 30 on the Panthers. To number 23 with the three-pointer. Shot is good. Kyle Ross dribbling up the floor. Gives it to Jaden Clayton. Will Clayton take another? Another three-pointer for Clayton. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Dribbling up is number 4 for the Panthers. Who gives it to 24? Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebound by Miles Yates, and that is out on the Panthers. There's a substitution. Ethan Knopf comes in for Jaden Clayton. Or my apologies. Ethan Knopf comes in for Jerry Edwards. Yates dribbling up the court. Seems an early press by the Panthers. Ross is coming up. Gives it off to Knopf. Knopf who gives it to Clayton. Clayton dribbles around. Puts it up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Going down the court. Shot is up, but shot is no good. Rebounded by Lake Central. Oh, no. Rebounded by the Panthers. 22 passes out to number 4. Shot is good. 14-11 Indians. Yates who passes it cross court to Knopf, who passes to Ross. Ross gives it to Clayton. Back to Yates. And it is a timeout for the Lake Central Indians. One thing that seems to be killing the Lake Central Indians here is the rebounding. We saw a couple offensive rebounds by the Panthers, and it seems to be that the Lake Central Indians press, it started out pretty good in the beginning, but right now it doesn't look so hot right now. Only a 3-point game after a hot start by Jaden Clayton and Kyle Ross for the Lake Central Indians. Lake Central to inbound the ball. Ethan Knopf is inbounding. Knopf to Yates. Yates dribbles to Clayton. Passes it back to Yates. Back to Clayton. Down to Mahoney. To Ross. Ross up with the 2, and the shot is good. Kyle Ross, who has been on fire as of today. Lake Central seems to be going away from the press. Number 24 passes to 23. 23 to 22. To number 30. Number 30 who takes it down. Kyle Ross guarding. Back to number 4 on the Panthers. Number 4 who's taking it. Puts it up. Shot is no good. Rebound by Jaden Clayton. It is out on number 22 for the Panthers. It is a substitution. Brandon Escobedo comes in for Jack Mahoney. Miles Yates dribbling up the court. Back to Clayton, back to Yates to Knopf. Knopf who gives it to Escobedo. Back to Knopf. Knopf fakes. Back to Yates. Yates gives it back to Knopf. To Kyle Ross for the three-pointer. Shot is no good, but rebound by Escobedo. Shot is no good. Over the back foul on Brandon Escobedo. Substitution for the Panthers. Number 3 comes in for number 24. Number 3 for the Panthers gives it to number 4. Dribbles around. Guarded by Ethan Knopf, who passes it to number 3 on the Panthers. Number 23 for the Panther gets the ball, passes it down to number 32, passes it to number 3 for the cut. Shot is no good, but there is a foul in the play. The foul is on Miles Yates, his first of the game. First free throw for the Panthers is no good, and there's a substitution. Jerry Edwards and Jacob Zazowski come in for Jaden Clayton and Miles Yakic. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded back by the Panthers, puts it up. Two-pointer is good. Three-point game here at LC. Jerry Edwards is dribbling up the court. Passes it to Kyle Ross. Ross who packs it to Zazowski. Zazowski moves up. Pass to Ross, but it was intercepted by the Panthers. Shot is up by number 4. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Ross. Ross dribbling up the court. Who gives it to Zazowski. And it is a travel on Lake Central. Panthers are dribbling up the court. Number 4 gives it to 22. Who gives it to number 32? Ball is tipped and is out of bounds. It'll be Lake Central's ball going down. Jerry Edwards is dribbling up the court. He then passes it to Escobedo. Escobedo, who pushes it down, gives it to Knopf, who then gives it to Edwards. Edwards gives it to Escobedo, who gives it back to Knopf. Knopf who fakes and takes up a shot. Shot is good. And it is a blocking foul. Or is a shooting foul, my apology, on number 23 for the Panthers. Knopf's free throw is good. Number 4 for the Panthers is dribbling up the court. Dribbles around. Guarded by Escobedo. Gives it up. Ball is out on the Panthers, going down. It'll be Lake Central's ball. Escobedo passing it into Jerry Edwards. Edwards, who dribbles around the defender, gives it to Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross, who moves up. There's a charging foul on Kyle Ross, his second of the game, and there's a substitution. Mahoney comes in for Ross. Good press there by Lake Central. Ball was tipped by Jerry Edwards. Lake Central pressing again. Kyle Nichols comes in for Jacob Zazowski. Number 3 passes to number 23. 23 gives it off to 4. Number 4 is guarded by Jerry Edwards, and there is a foul. Seems to be blocking on Jerry Edwards. It is his first foul of the game. Number 3 for the Panthers gives it off to number 4. Number 4 guarded by Escobedo and Nichols. Ethan Knopf with the tipped pass. Escobedo up with the two-pointer. Two-pointer is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers is going down. Ball is tipped by Escobedo, but Panthers regain the ball. Number 3 for the Panthers dribbles around a little bit. Time is winding down. About 50 seconds left in the first. Shot is up and the shot is good. Foul is on Ethan Knopf. There's a substitution. Jaden Clayton comes in for Ethan Knopf. And that foul puts the Panthers into the bonus. Lake Central has 6 team fouls so far in this first quarter, something they do not want to see. Seemed to be someone stepped over the line for the Panthers, so the free throw does not count. Escobedo inbounds it, gives it to Edwards. Edwards, who goes around, gives it to Escobedo. Escobedo, who gives it back to Edwards. Edwards, who gives it back to Escobedo. Escobedo to Kyle Nichols. Kyle Nichols passes it right back to Brandon Escobedo to Jerry Edwards. Jerry Edwards holding the ball for a little bit, gives it to Escobedo, who then gives it to Jerry Edwards. Jerry Edwards seems to be driven off the clock for a little bit. Guarded heavily on the Panthers by number 4. Jaden Clayton with the pass. Ball is tipped, regained by Kyle Nichols. Nichols passes to Edwards, who then passes it back to the Panthers. Panthers are dribbling up the court, trying to score a point. Shot is up by number 4. Shot is not good. Lake Central has a second left, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. After the end of the first quarter, Lake Central leads the South Bend Washington Panthers 19-15. Lake Central did start out hot out this game. They were actually leading up 14-5, but right now they seem defeated, to be honest. See if Coach Maloney comes up with a different defensive game plan, and Lake Central definitely needs to rebound. They need to get their bigs, Mahoney and Ross, down there. Starting out in the second quarter, the squad Lake Central has out there is Miles Zekic, Brandon Escobedo, Jaden Clayton, Kyle Nichols, and Jack Mahoney. Escobedo gives it to Zekic, who gives it back to Escobedo. Miles Zekic dribbling up, gives it to Jaden Clayton. Clayton, who gives it to Zekic. Zekic to Mahoney, to Escobedo, who fakes it. And the foul is on the, it is a travel actually, my bad. Travel is on Brandon Escobedo. Panthers driven up the court, number 24. Guarded by Brandon Escobedo. 24 gives it to number 3, and it is a travel. It'll be Lake Central's ball going down. And there's a substitution. Ethan Knopf is coming in for Brandon Escobedo. Knopf gives it off to Miles Zekic. Zekic, who gives it back to Knopf. Right back to Zekic. Zekic, who passes to Clayton. Clayton's 3 is good. Jaden Clayton is on fire from the 3 today. Panthers are dribbling up the court. Shot by the Panthers. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Passes it off, and the ball is out of bounds. It'll be Lake Central's ball. Jaden Clayton, who's been one of the probably best players out there for LC right now, has just been on fire from the 3-point. Ethan Knopf gets it off to Miles Zekic, who was pressed early on by the Panthers. Zekic gives it off to Clayton, who then gives it to Knopf. Clayton with another 3-pointer. Shot is no good. They're just going to let that ball go out of bounds, and it'll be the Panthers' ball going down. Lake Central is pressing early on. Number 4 for the Panthers going up, takes up a floater. Shot is no good, but he rebounds it. Passes it out for a three-pointer. Shot is no good, but they get the rebound again. Who gives it back up? And shot is good. Number 24 for the Panthers makes up an easy layup. Ethan Knopf is dribbling up the court. Knopf gives it right back to Clayton. Clayton then gives it to Yates. Yates gives it to Mahoney. Knopf is driving up the court, who takes up a 2. Oh, and it is a charging foul on Ethan Knopf. They tried getting him on that earlier in the game. It will not be a counted basket for the Lake Central Indians. Brandon Escobedo comes in for Ethan Knopf. Hard foul for Lake Central. Miles Yates. It is his second of the game. And that puts the Panthers right back in the bonus. They will be taking free throws for the rest of this quarter as long as they get fouled. Number 22 for the Panthers. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. And he will take another free throw. And his second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Mahoney. Mahoney gives it off to Edwards, who's going fast down the court. Slows down a little bit. Mahoney gives it off to Nichols. Nichols dribbles around, stops it, gives it off to Mahoney. Mahoney dribbling around. Who gives it to Jaden Clayton. Jaden Clayton tips off the pass. Panthers steal it. Panthers get it off to number 4. Number 4 takes up a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Mahoney. Jerry Edwards is moving up the court. Jerry Edwards who passes it to Jaden Clayton. Clayton who's trying to drive the ball to Mahoney, to Edwards, back down to Kyle Nichols in the corner. Kyle Nichols who goes up. And that is a foul on the Panthers. On the Panthers, there is a substitution, number 11 and number 23 coming for number 22 and number 4. The foul for the Panthers was on number 24. Then we see Kyle Ross come in for Brandon Escobedo. Jerry Edwards, the inbounder, who gives it off to Mahoney in the paint. Mahoney up with it. Shot is no good. Seems to be a fuss down with the rebound. It'll be the Panthers' ball going down. No press for the Lake Central Indians right now. Number 24 for the Panthers is dribbling up the court. Gives it off to number 3, back to 24. Number 24 going back and forth on the court. Ball is tipped by Jaden Clayton and is out on him. Panthers have the ball. Panthers take a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebound by the Panthers again. Oh, and the foul is on Jacob Zazovsky. That'll be Zazovsky's first foul of the game. Number 3 for the Panthers. His first free throw is good. Second free throw for the Panthers. Second free throw is good. Jerry Edwards is dribbling up the court. Early press on by the Panthers. Edwards seems to have trouble. Gives it off to Jaden Clayton. Jaden Clayton does a spin move, goes around, gives it right back to Edwards. Edwards who gives it off to Clayton. Jack Mahoney with a two-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Oh, and there's a foul. It is a loose ball foul on the South Bend Washington Panthers. Jaden Clayton is the inbounder who gives it right back to Jerry Edwards. Edwards, who seems to be driving. Kyle Ross with a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Over the back foul on Jacob Zazowski. The Lake Central Indians have about 10 team fouls so far in this half, which puts the South Bend Washingtons at the free throw line. Number 24 for the Panthers. First shot is good. Another free throw made, and the Panthers will tie this ball game. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Kyle Ross, who then gives it off to Jerry Edwards. Jerry Edwards, who the ball was tipped at first. Edwards is dribbling up, takes up a floater. Shot is good by Jerry Edwards. It is a three-point ball game here. Panthers are dribbling up the court. Passes it off in the corner, who then passes it back. Passes up to the top of the key. Three-pointer is good. It is a tie ball game here. 24-24 apiece for the Indians and Panthers. Jerry Edwards dribbling up the court, who gives it to Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross, who gives it off to Jaden Clayton. Clayton, who gives it to Edwards. Edwards for the three-pointer. Shot is no good. The Panthers are driving down this court. And there's a foul on the play. Foul is on Jaden Clayton. This is first of the game, and the Panthers will take free throws to try and take this lead. First free throw is good, and with that, the Panthers take the lead. Second free throw for the Panthers. Is not good. And it is a jump ball. And the ball will stay with the Panthers down low. Panthers are inbounding the ball. And it is going down. Not too sure what happened there. I think he might have stepped over the line. Refs are talking over it. Seems to be some talk between the refs here. Still seems to be Lake Central ball going down. Jerry Edwards is inbounding, or my bad, Kyle Ross inbounded to Jerry Edwards. Jerry Edwards who spins around. Dumps it off to Jaden Clayton, who Clayton then gives it off to Zazowski. Zazowski dribbles around for a little bit. Zazowski passes it across court to Clayton. Clayton, who's holding on to the ball for a bit, gives it back to Zazowski, who then gives it off to Jerry Edwards, who then gives it off to Clayton, who Clayton gives it to Zazowski. The three-pointer by Zazowski is no good, but a rebound by Zazowski. Timeout for the Lake Central Indians. One thing that the Lake Central Indians that seems to be killing them really in this game is the rebounding. The rebounding for Lake Central Indians has been pretty bad. I want to say the Panthers have out-rebounded them by a lot. The Panthers continuously get these offensive rebounds, which leads to points, which is one of the main reasons why Lake Central is down here. And without a doubt, Lake Central does have the height advantage with the 6'10" Jack Mahoney and the 6'7" Kyle Ross, but they have not been a big factor in the rebounding game. One thing I do think that Lake Central should do, they got to start cutting to the basket. And, you know, Jerry Edwards, he's guarded off, and he's guarded to his left. And if he can just dribble up with his right, then, I mean, they can easily get a basket or cut out to maybe Jaden Clayton in the corner. Jaden Clayton, the inbounder for the Lake Central Indians. Chico Sosowski up at the top of the key, dribbling the ball, who gives it off to Edwards. Edwards, who gives it right back to Sosowski, who gives it to Kyle Ross. And it's a travel by Kyle Ross. Panthers are driven up the court with a 1-point lead in this ball game. And it's a timeout by the South Bend Washington Panthers. Two players who we really haven't seen that much, or actually at all, is Mark Malushnik and Nate Oakley. Two players who started for Varsity last year. We have not seen anything on them. Maybe they're sitting out. I do not have a clue, but, you know, I'm sure they would definitely come in handy in this type of game right here. Timeouts left. Lake Central has about 3 timeouts left in this half, and the South Bend Washington Panthers have about 4 left in this ball game, or in this half, I should say. Coach Malosnik's drawing up a play, hopefully to get this Lake Central defense back in shape, and hopefully to get some rebounds. Seems to be a substitution. Brandon Escobedo comes in for Kyle Ross. Panthers driven up the court, guarded by Jacob Zazowski. Passed it across court to the top of the key for a 3-pointer. Shot is in and out, rebounded by Mahoney. Edwards, who is going up on the floor. Dribbles out to Mahoney. Mahoney to Zazowski. Zazowski, who's dribbling around. Zazowski passes it out to Clayton in the corner. Clayton, who gives it back to Jared Edwards at the top of the key. Edwards, who gives it right back to Clayton. Screen by Escobedo. Escobedo takes it up. Shot is good. Indians take a lead with that 2-pointer by Brandon Escobedo, and the Panthers are going up the court. Pass back to number 4 for the Panthers, who gives it up to number 22 in the corner. Ball is stolen by Jaden Clayton, and the ball is tipped up a little bit. And it is a jump ball. And it'll be the Panthers' ball down low. James Wazowski guarding number 4 on the Panthers. Passes it off to number 3. It is a illegal screen on number 32 for the Panthers. And there's a substitution for these Panthers. Number 30 comes in for number 22. Jerry Edwards dribbling up the court, guarded to his left. Gives it off to Jacob Zazowski. Zazowski who gives it off to Jerry Edwards. Edwards who gives it off to Clayton. Clayton who tries to pass it to Mahoney, but the ball is tipped and intercepted by the Panthers. Panthers are dribbling up the court, stolen by Jacob Zazowski. Zazowski dribbling up the court. Passes it out to Jaden Clayton. Jaden Clayton for a three. Shot is no good, but it's rebounded by Mahoney. Rebounded by Mahoney's no good. Shot, I should say, my bad. Zazowski right down to Clayton. Zazowski who passes it right back to Jerry Edwards. And the ball is out on Jaden Clayton. Wild turn of events right there. Started out with a couple steals and a couple missed layups by Lake Central. Time is winding down for the Lake Central Indians. About 40 seconds left in this third quarter, or in the second quarter, I should say. Panthers take up with a floater, and the shot is good. Panthers take a 1-point lead with that shot. Jerry Edwards is dribbling up the court. Jerry Edwards who gives it off to Jaden Clayton. Clayton, guarded by number 30 on the Panthers. Clayton who gives it off to Jacob Zazowski. Zazowski who gives it right back to Clayton. Clayton to Jerry Edwards. Screen by Mahoney to Brandon Escobedo. Ball is saved by Jacob Zazowski, who shoots and is no good. For this first half, the South Bend Washington Panthers are leading 27-26 against the Lake Central Indians. And we will be right back for the second half. Hello and welcome back to the second half of this ball game. The South Bend Washington Panthers lead the Lake Central Indians 27-26. Starting out the game, Miles Zikic. The ball gives it to Kyle Ross. Ball is stolen by the South Bend Washington Panthers. My bad. Panthers who take a three. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Kyle Ross, who's driven up the court. Ross who gives it off to Miles Yakic. Yakic who gives it to Mahoney down the paint. And it is a charging foul on Jack Mahoney. It'll be the Panthers ball going down. Something that the Lake Central Indians need to watch out is that the Panthers are going to be trying to draw these fouls. We saw it with one of the Ethan Knopf plays. It didn't work out so good. And then they actually called it on another one of the plays, and they just called it right there. Panthers moving down the court. Takes up another three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebound is by Mahoney. Mahoney who gives it off to Miles Yakic. Yakic who gives it to Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross who puts up a layup. And with that layup, the Indians take the lead 28-27. And it is a travel by the Panthers. And it'll be Lake Central's ball going down. Miles Yakic moving down the court, who gives it off to Kyle Ross. Yakic who gives it to Mahoney, who gives it to Jaden Clayton. Clayton who takes up a floater. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. And the Panthers are driving down the court. Passes to the top of the key. Dumps it right back off. Number 30 for the Panthers takes it up to the top of the key, who then gives it off to number 4. Panthers seem to be setting up on offense. Gives it off to the corner to number 3, guarded by Miles Yakic. Then gives it off to 24. It is a travel again on the Panthers. Back-to-back travels on back-to-back possessions. Miles Yakic, who then gives it to Ross, who then gives it back to Yakic. And then Yakic overthrows Mahoney. Panthers are taking up a shot. Shot is good. With that shot, the Panthers take the lead 29-28. Panthers seem to be pressing early on in this game. Kyle Ross gives it to Clayton. Clayton who gives it back to Yakic. Yakic back to Clayton. Indians seem to be setting up on offense. Yakic who gives it to Jerry Edwards. Edwards who gives off to Yakic, and Yakic who gives it off to Ross. That is a foul on the Panthers. That'll be an and one for Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross will take a free throw. And there is a substitution for the Panthers. Number 22 and number 32 come in for number 23 and number 30. Kyle Ross will have one free throw. And his first free throw is good. Panthers are driving down the court. Pass it up to the corner. Panthers with a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebound is by Kyle Ross. Ross who gives it off to Yakic. Yakic to Edwards. Edwards takes a three-pointer. Shot is no good. But the rebound is tipped up a little bit. Panthers regain it. Panthers would take a Euro step, and that shot is good. It is a tie ball game, 31 apiece for the Indians and Panthers. Yakic driving up the court, who gives it to Edwards in the corner. Right back to Yakic. Gives it off to Mahoney, who then gives it off to Ross. And it is a travel by Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross, who seems to be challenging that call. It'll be Panthers ball going down. Number 4 for the Panthers takes it up. Pass is stolen by Jack Mahoney, who then passes it down to Yates, who then gives it to Ross. Ross with a layup, and the Indians will take a lead, 33-31. Panthers are moving down the court fast. Seems to be tripped up right there, Panthers. Ball was tipped by Yates, but the Panthers did regain control of the ball. It is an illegal screen on the Panthers, and there will be a substitution for the Indians. Ethan Knopf will come in for Jerry Edwards as the Indians hold a small lead in this third quarter, 33-31. Kyle Ross going up the court, who gives it to Clayton in the corner. Clayton who swings it around to Yates, who then gives it off to Knopf. Knopf cross court to Clayton. Clayton with a three-pointer. Shot is no good, but is rebounded by Ross. Shot layup is no good. And the ball is out on the Indians. It'll be Panthers ball going down. Panthers going down the court, pressed by Miles Yates. 24 dumps it off to 22, who then swings it to number 32. Right back to number 24. 24 who gives it up to number 4, who shoots that three-pointer. Shot is no good, and the shot is out of bounds. It'll be Indians ball going down. Miles Yates going down the court. Swings it across to Knopf. Knopf who swings it down to Ross. And it's a travel again by Kyle Ross. It'll be Panthers ball going down. Panthers going down the court. Number 4 for the Panthers drives down. Takes up a layup, and that shot is good. An amazing layup right there by number 4 on the Panthers. Miles Yates goes down. Gives it up to Clayton. That is a foul on number 24 for the Panthers. And it is a technical foul, actually. The Lake Central Indians will be taking a free throw on this, and it will be Kyle Ross going to the line. Kyle Ross's first free throw is good. He will be taking another one. Ross's second free throw is no good. It'll be Indians ball down low. Or not down low, excuse me. A lot of clapping out there. Miles Yates dribbling up. Yates who gives it off to Clayton. Clayton who passes it across course to Knopf, who gives it to Mahoney, who then gives it to Clayton, back to Yates. Swings it around to Ross. Ross goes up with it, and the shot is good by Kyle Ross. Three-pointer by the Panthers. Shot is no good. The rebound is by Mahoney. Mahoney dumps it off to Jaden Clayton, who dribbles up the court. Passes it across court to Yates. Yates' pass is intercepted. Ball is out on the Lake Central Indians. Indians hold a small 3-point lead here in this third quarter, about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Panthers take another three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebound by Jaden Clayton. Clayton who dribbles around. Swings it to Miles Yates. Yates who gives it right back to Clayton. Clayton dribbling around. And he is fouled by the Panthers. Brandon Escobedo comes in for Jack Mahoney. as the Indians go into this box formation inbounding. Refs are swapping out the balls. Miles Yates, the inbounder. Yates, who passed it across to Escobedo, who gives it right off to Knopf. Knopf, who gives it to Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross will take a three-pointer. Shot is no good. But that rebound is by Jaden Clayton. Jaden Clayton, who takes it up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers, and they're driving down the court. Panthers slowed down a little bit on the fast break. Number 4 passed it off to number 3 on the Panthers. Number 3 who takes it up. Shot is good. And it's a timeout on the Panthers. One thing I see, though, that the Lake Central Indians are doing here, they're rebounding the ball. And that's one thing I stressed over. It's good to see that they're starting to rebound and they're fighting for these boards and they're being aggressive on defense. That's what's going to help them win this game. Panthers, who have this early press going, it does seem to be a little bit effective and a little not. Seems to be a substitution for the Lake Central Indians. Jacob Zuzowski comes in for Jaden Clayton. It'll be Lake Central's ball going down. Miles Yakic is dribbling up court, who gives it off to Ethan Knopf. Knopf, who gives it off to Zuzowski. Zuzowski gives it off to Knopf, swings it to Yakic. Yakic swings it right back to Knopf. To Miles Yakic. Miles Yakic with a three-pointer. Shot is no good, but he gets rebounded by Ethan Knopf. Ball is tipped. Ethan Knopf regains that ball. Gives it off to Kyle Ross. Kyle Ross, who takes it. And then he is fouled on the layup. Foul is on number 32 for the Panthers, and Ross will be taking 2 free throws. His first free throw is good. Ross's second free throw. It's not good. And rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers are going down the court. Takes a three-pointer. Shot is good. And with that, the Panthers take a lead, 38-37. Miles Yakic going down this court. Yakic gives it off to Knopf. Knopf, who then gives it to Zuzowski. Swings it right back to Knopf. Swings it right back to Yakic. And as a backcourt violation for the Indians here. It'll be the Panthers' ball. Another costly turnover for this Indians team. Ball is passed out. Number 4 for the Panthers, dribbling up court. Number 4, who then gives it to number 3 on the Panthers, guarded by Miles Yakic. Gives it off to number 22, who then gives it off to number 4. Swings right back to number 22, right back to number 4. Seems to be this recurring thing for the Panthers, who just continuously pass up court. And number 4 takes another three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Knopf. Knopf is driving down the court with 3 seconds left. ball is intercepted by the Panthers, and it is out by the Panthers. 0.3 seconds left on this clock for the Indians. Can they pull something out real quick? Jack Mahoney comes in, maybe some sort of oop play over here. Yagachu oops it to Mahoney. Shot is no good. At the end of the third quarter, the South Bend Washington Panthers take a lead 38-37. We got a close one here. Just want to give a quick shout out here to our sponsor, Miss for Putin and Miss Winiecki, and our crew here, Alex Yates and Brian Scott. As both teams break apart, the players out there for the Indians, Ethan Knopf, Miles Yakic, Jaden Clayton, Jack Mahoney, and Kyle Ross. It will be the Panthers' ball starting out this fourth quarter. Number 4 for the Panthers goes right up on there. Dribbles around, guarded by Miles Yakic. Swings it off to number 22 for the Panthers, guarded by Jack Mahoney. And a shot by the Panthers is no good. Rebounded by Kyle Ross, who dumps it off to Miles Yakic. Yakic who gives it back to Ross, who gives it to Knopf. Knopf with a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Mahoney, who gives it off to Knopf. Knopf with a layup on that cut. Good play right there. Panthers going up the court, dumps it off in the corner, who then swings it up to number 3 at the top. Then gives it to number 30 in the corner, guarded by Knopf. And it is a foul on Ethan Knopf, his third of the ball game. Panthers at the top of the key. Going down. Panthers take a shot. Shot is no good. Rebound is by Mahoney, who gives it off to Miles Yakic, who then gives it off to Ethan Knopf. Miles Yakic back with the ball. Yakic who dumps it off to Ross. And there's a foul and an and one for Kyle Ross. Another one of those. Kyle Ross, who's been feasting in the second half on the boards and getting up those layups and drawing those fouls. Substitution for the Panthers. Kyle Ross will take one free throw. Try to make it a 2-possession ball game. Ross, his free throw is good and is a 4-point ball game here. Panthers, who have the ball at the top of the key, try to set up on offense. Number 22 is guarded by Jaden Clayton. Dumps it right back to number 4. Number 4 will take a three-pointer. Shot is no good, but a rebound by the Panthers. 4 will take another shot. Shot is no good. Miles Yakic tried to save it there. And a block by Mahoney. And that ball is out on the Panthers. What a play by Mahoney. Using that 6'10" frame to block that shot. Great defense. Miles Yakic will take it up the court. Going fast. Dumps it off to Knopf for three. Knopf will take a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Ross is trying to battle for that rebound. And that ball is off the Indians. It'll be going down. Panthers ball. Panthers dribbling up the floor. Panthers take a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Ross will take a rebound. And Ross will dribble it up, dump it off right to Miles Yakic. Yakic who gives it right back to Ross. Ross looking for players to pass to. Gives it to Clayton. Jaden Clayton who gives it off to Miles Yakic. Right to Ethan Knopf. Knopf gives it to Clayton. Clayton fakes a three. Hands it off to Ross in the paint. Yakic with a three-pointer. Shot is no good. Rebound is fought by Ross, but the Panthers regain it. And that ball is out on the Panthers. Good defense right there by the Indians. There's a substitution for the Panthers too. Early press on by the Panthers. Jaden Clayton's pass is intercepted at first. Ethan Knopf got it to Mahoney. Mahoney with a two-pointer. 44-38. Lake Central Indians lead. Number 4 for the Panthers takes it up, guarded by Miles Yakic, who's playing defense. And it's a foul on Miles Yakic, a reach-in foul. And that was his third foul of the game. Number 4, back to number 24. At the top of the key, gives it off to number 30. 24, who gives it off to number 11. That shot is good. 3-point ball game for Lake Central. Miles Yakic dribbling up the court. And he is fouled. Foul is on number 24 for the Panthers. That is his third of the game. One thing the Indians have done good are drawing these fouls and not even fouling at all. Now the Indians are put into the bonus, and Miles Yakic will take a free throw. It'll be 1-1. Yakic's first free throw, no good. And that'll be a foul on Mahoney. Panthers ball going down. That is Mahoney's second foul. Going back to those fouls, Lake Central had about 11 fouls in that first half, and now they only have 4. They're doing a good job. They're in foul trouble in the first half, but they're doing a good job of playing good defense. Number 4 for the Panthers goes up, dribbles across, takes up a three-pointer. Shot is good. It is a tie game. Number 4 for the Panthers seems to be the X factor for this team. Yakic and Ross going down. Yakic going across court, who then gives it to Mahoney, who then gives it to Ross. Ross swings it to Yakic. Yakic who gives it to Clayton. Clayton who then gives it right back to Yakic. Yakic will swing it to Knopf. Knopf will give it right back to Yakic who gives it to Clayton. Clayton then gives it to Ross. Ross with a spin move. Battling up there with Mahoney, and that is a foul. Foul on number 23 for the Panthers, and Jack Mahoney will take 2 free throws. Or, my bad, the foul is on number 24. That is his 4th foul of the game. That free throw is good by Jack Mahoney. And then there's a substitution for the Panthers. Number 3 will come in for number 24. Mahoney loads up for a second. Free throw is no good, but it's rebounded by Knopf. Knopf who puts it right back up for a floater. It is a 3-point ball game here. And that ball is hit, and that ball is last touched by the Panthers. It is going down. It is Lake Central's ball game, or Lake Central's ball going down. Miles Yates dribbling up the court, gives it off to Kyle Ross. Ross, who then gives it off to Jaden Clayton in the corner. Clayton, who throws it across court to Knopf, who then gives it to Mahoney. Mahoney down. Mahoney just holding the ball, gives it off to Miles Yates. Knopf passes it to Ross. Ross, who takes a two, is no good. Number 4 is jumping up the court again. Guarded by Jaden Clayton. Ball to number 4 again with a 3. Shot is no good. Rebound by the Panthers. And that foul might be on Jaden Clayton right there. That is Jaden Clayton's second foul of the ball game. Number 4 takes it to the top of the key, drives it. Blocked by Mahoney. Miles Yates with the rebound. He takes it, up with the layup. Shot is good. Indians are leading 49-44 on a Mahoney block and then a Yates layup. Panthers take it up, passes down in the paint. Number 3 for the Panthers takes a shot. Shot is no good, rebounded by the Panthers. Off to number 22. Shot was nearly blocked there. Panthers get the rebound, try to take it up, shot was no good. And it'll be Lake Central's ball going down. That foul is on number 3 for the Panthers. That is the second of the ball game. Indians hold a 5-point lead, and they're also in the bonus with about 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Kyle Ross will take free throws. His first free throw is no good. That is an over-the-back foul on Ethan Knopf. That is Knopf's 4th foul of the game. Number 4 for the Panthers, who is going down the court. Dumps it off to number 3. Swings it right back to 4. Then swings it to 11. Guarded by Clayton and Yates up the middle. Number 11 with a 3, and that shot is good. Indians lead 49-47 with 2 minutes left in this quarter. Pass to Ethan Knopf, who then dumps it off to Yates. Yates dribbling around, dumps it right back to Jaden Clayton. Clayton, who is getting hard defense on him, dumps it to Mahoney, who then gives it off to Miles Yates. Yates with a layup, and the shot is good. Miles Yates helps the Indians take over the lead. Panthers are going down the court. Panthers at the top of the key. Dumps it off. Another three-pointer by number 11. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Ross. Miles Yates, who has been on fire in this fourth quarter with all these steals and layups. One of the fastest players on LC. And it is a timeout by the Lake Central Indians. LC leads 51-47 with 1:07 left in this quarter. One thing that Lake Central has done a great job as in the second half is getting rebounds. I stressed upon it in this first half, talking during halftime. And, you know, a good thing is they rebound. Ross and Mahoney are getting these offensive boards. And not even if they don't get the boards, they're still fighting for them. Lake Central's also done a good job at drawing fouls. They're in the bonus, but now both teams are in the bonus here. So Lake Central's got to watch out. Ethan Knopf is in foul trouble with 4 fouls, but that's about it for Lake Central.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
The timeout is about to be up. As they break apart, looks like Coach Malosnik has a plan for this Lake Central team. Out there for the Indians, Jack Mahoney, Jaden Clayton, Miles Yates, Kyle Ross, and Ethan Knopf. Knopf is inbounding. Indians are in an L formation. Now is Yates down, who is pressed early on by number 4 for the Panthers. Yates is driving up. Yates, who takes it up, is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers, and they're moving down. Number 4 for the Panthers has been their main scorer on this team, guarded by Ethan Knopf. Number 3, guarded by Miles Yates. Takes it up. Another block by Mahoney. Mahoney on fire in this fourth quarter with 3 blocks. That is a foul on the Panthers. It'll take the LC Indians to the line. Mahoney, who has just exploded in this fourth quarter. 3 blocks, a couple rebounds, and even a few points. Been a big defensive X factor for this LC team. Clayton's first free throw is good. And the Lake Central Indians will go back to set up on defense. And there's a substitution for the Lake Central Indians. Brandon Escobedo comes in for Jack Mahoney. Jack Mahoney, who has done a great job on playing defense so far in this game, takes a much-needed rest. Clayton's second free throw is not good. Panthers move up. Pass it down. They're trying to look for number 4, who's been their main scorer, but they can't look for him. Number 22 at the top of the key, guarded by Jaden Clayton. Pass intercepted by Escobedo. Escobedo, who gives it off to Miles Yates. Yates is dribbling, and is fouled by number 11. Miles Yates will take his free throws. Great defense right there by the Indians, especially by Brandon Escobedo, who intercepted that pass and was able to get it off. Miles Yates will take 2 free throws. His first free throw is good. Yates will open up to take his second free throw. Second one is no good. Panthers are moving down the court. It's a 6-point ball game. Ball is no good, and this looks like it's about to be it for the the South Bend Washington Panthers. Another foul on the Panthers. Jaden Clayton will take his 2 free throws with 2 seconds and 2.1 seconds left. Clayton's first free throw is in. Makes us a 7-point ball game. Second free throw is good. Takes up that final shot, and it was close. But with the final score, Lake Central Indians 55, South Bend Washington Panthers 47. This will make Lake Central's record 1-0, and we'll see you next time. For Brian Scott, Alex Yates, I'm Griffin Winiecki. Everyone have a good weekend.